Dead Souls by Nikolai Gogol is a masterpiece of Russian literature that provides a vivid portrayal of the corrupt society of 19th-century Russia. The novel centers around the mysterious character of Pavel Ivanovich Chichikov, a man with a grand plan to acquire land and social status by buying the dead souls of serfs from landowners.
The story begins with Chichikov's arrival in the provincial town of N. His plan is to buy the dead souls of serfs, who have died before the census, from local landowners. Chichikov's proposal is bizarre, but the landowners, driven by greed and eager to get rid of the responsibility of paying taxes for dead souls, quickly agree to sell him the souls at a price. The dead souls, according to Chichikov, are assets that can be used to secure a loan from a bank, as the bank will accept them as collateral for the loan. As Chichikov travels from one estate to another, buying dead souls and socializing with landowners, he encounters a colorful cast of characters. These include the landowner Sobakevich, who is described as a gruff and eccentric man with a fondness for vodka and a keen interest in the latest inventions; Manilov, a wealthy landowner who is obsessed with building a new house and is easily influenced by flattery; and Plyushkin, a miserly old man who hoards his wealth and refuses to spend any money, even on basic necessities. As Chichikov continues his journey, his plan to acquire wealth and social status begins to unravel. He falls in love with Katerina, the beautiful daughter of one of the landowners he has visited, and begins to question the morality of his scheme. He is also increasingly aware of the corrupt and oppressive nature of Russian society, where the powerful exploit the weak and the poor. Despite these doubts, Chichikov persists with his plan, and his ambition drives him to ever more dangerous territory. He becomes embroiled in the corrupt world of government officials, who demand bribes and favors in exchange for their support. He also makes enemies, including Nozdryov, a wealthy and influential landowner who is suspicious of Chichikov's motives and determines to thwart his plans. As the novel progresses, Chichikov's situation becomes increasingly precarious. His scheme is discovered, and he is forced to flee from the town. He is pursued by Nozdryov and his henchmen, who are determined to exact revenge for their perceived betrayal. In the end, Chichikov's escape is successful, but his ambitions are shattered. He realizes the emptiness of his quest for wealth and social status and decides to return to N, determined to make amends and start a new life. Dead Souls is a complex and multi-layered novel that offers a penetrating critique of Russian society in the mid-19th century. Gogol's portrayal of the landowners and government officials is scathing, and he exposes the hypocrisy, corruption, and greed that pervaded every aspect of Russian life. The novel also highlights the plight of the serfs, who were treated as property and were subject to the whims and caprices of their owners. One of the most striking features of Dead Souls is the use of language. Gogol's writing is poetic and evocative, and he employs a wide range of styles and registers to create a rich and vibrant tapestry of Russian life. His descriptions of the landscapes, buildings, and people are detailed and vivid, and he uses humor, irony, and satire to great effect. Another notable feature of the novel is the character of Chichikov. He is a complex and enigmatic figure who is simultaneously charming, manipulative, and ruthless. His motivations are never fully revealed, and his actions often seem contradictory. On the one hand, he is driven by a desire for wealth and status, but on the other hand, he is capable of genuine kindness and compassion, particularly towards the downtrodden and oppressed. Chichikov's journey throughout the novel can be read as a metaphor for the human condition. Like Chichikov, we are all searching for something, whether it be wealth, happiness, or meaning in life. However, our desires and ambitions can often lead us down dark and dangerous paths, and we may find ourselves facing the consequences of our actions. One of the central themes of Dead Souls is the question of identity. Throughout the novel, Chichikov is constantly reinventing himself, assuming new roles and personas in order to achieve his goals. He is a master of disguise and deception, and his true nature remains elusive. Similarly, the other characters in the novel are also struggling to define themselves, often adopting false personas and hiding their true selves behind masks of respectability. Gogol's portrayal of Russian society is also notable for its portrayal of the tensions between tradition and modernity. The landowners and officials are depicted as being wedded to outdated customs and practices, while Chichikov represents the new breed of ambitious and forward-thinking individuals who are determined to break free from the old ways. At the same time, however, the novel also highlights the dangers of unchecked progress and the dehumanizing effects of industrialization. The landscape of Russia is depicted as being scarred by factories and mines, and the serfs are treated as little more than machines. The novel can therefore be seen as a warning against the excesses of modernity and a call for a return to traditional values and human compassion. In conclusion, Dead Souls is a masterpiece of Russian literature that offers a penetrating critique of Russian society in the mid-19th century. Gogol's writing is poetic and evocative, and he employs a wide range of styles and registers to create a rich and vibrant tapestry of Russian life. The novel is notable for its complex characters, intricate plot, and powerful themes, including the quest for identity, the tension between tradition and modernity, and the dehumanizing effects of progress. Dead Souls is a must-read for anyone interested in Russian literature or the human condition. We hope you are enjoying the content on the library channel. Our team is dedicated to bringing you the best book summary, recommendations, and literary discussions on YouTube. If you are finding our content helpful, we would greatly appreciate it if you could take a moment to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts or suggestions, and subscribe to our channel. This will help us grow and continue to provide you with more great content in the future. Thank you for your support and happy reading.